Today I'll be trying out a domestic flight on J Air, a subsidiary of Japan Airlines, from Nagasaki to Osaka Itami on this Embraer E190. The fare paid for this flight was approximately £50 per person. That included luggage as standard, and the flight time approximately 1 hour 10 minutes. Nagasaki Airport has a great public viewing deck, which actually is a common thing in Japan, and being landside it means anyone can use them. There are covered areas for if it's raining, a cafe, seating. Perfect way to pass some time waiting for your flight. So the flight itself didn't get off to the best of starts. At check-in, twice the agent said to us, "When you arrive in Tokyo." Well, we weren't flying to Tokyo, so we had to point that out to her. Then we left the check-in desk and realised that she'd not issued a boarding pass, so I had to go back and get them. Next we found out that the seats that we'd chosen up at the front had been changed to ones right at the back. That didn't really matter in itself, but it was puzzling because the aircraft hadn't been changed, so don't know what happened there. Anyhow, my first time on this type of aircraft, which has got a 2-2 layout for economy and a 1-2 for business. The seats were very comfortable and had the usual amount of legroom.
皆様、ただいまから機内の非常用設備についてご案内いたします。
And we had the luxury of individual air vents. There were instructions on how to connect to free Wi-Fi. All I seemed to be able to connect to was in-flight entertainment, but it's still a good benefit on a short domestic flight. The complimentary drink service arrived and we both chose the Jal beef consommé. Very nice. There were a couple of in-flight magazines at each seat and a universal power socket between seats. Previously I've flown into Itami Airport on ANA and their gates had jet bridges, but all of the J Air aircraft were at bus gates much further away from the terminal, so it took longer to get to collect our bags. So having tried J Air and ANA in the past, which both offer similar things, right down to beef soup, my preference is for ANA, which seem to have a more efficient service. The check-in experience for this flight wasn't good, but in flight it was fine and good value for money. So whilst I would choose ANA next time, I wouldn't rule out flying J Air if the schedule and price were right.